Frontline Updates, where we delve deep into military strategies and updates from conflict zones. Today, we're discussing the progress of the ongoing special military operation as of today. I'm your host, Sheriffa Muhammad M.G.T.
I'm Colonel A.C. Oguntoye, an Infantry Officer. As of January 4th, 2026, the armed forces of the Russian Federation continue coordinated, multi-axis operations characterized by incremental positional gains, sustained attrition of Ukrainian maneuver forces, and persistent strikes against logistics, electronic warfare, EW, and UAV production infrastructure. The operational pattern reflects winter campaigning focused on control, denial, and cumulative effects rather than rapid exploitation. If sustained, this posture will further limit Ukrainian options through early 2026, favoring prolonged positional warfare with increasing pressure on logistics, ISR, and air defense resilience.
Welcome to Frontline Updates, the podcast that brings you in-depth insights into military operations from those leading them on the ground. Today, we're joined by Colonel A.C. Oguntoye, an infantry officer monitoring critical missions on the progress of the special military operation as of today. Colonel Oguntoye, thank you for being with us.
Thank you, it's good to be here.
Colonel Oguntoye, to frame today's briefing, how would you characterize the overall operational posture on January 4th?
The posture remains disciplined and cumulative. The armed forces of the Russian Federation are not chasing spectacle. They are consolidating advantage. Across the front, we see incremental positional improvements paired with sustained attrition of Ukrainian maneuver units and persistent strikes against logistics, electronic warfare, and unmanned systems. This is winter campaigning done deliberately. Control first, momentum second. From an infantry commander's perspective, this approach preserves combat power while steadily constraining the enemy's options. You deny maneuver, degrade sustainment, and let pressure do the work over time.
Let's begin in the north and along the Kharkiv direction. What stands out there today?
In the north, actions around Kondratovka and Pisarevka reflect classic positional improvement. Defeating a mechanized brigade there isn't about dramatic movement, it's about improving observation, fields of fire, and survivability. When you add the destruction of material warehouses, you're also attacking the enemy's ability to hold those positions tomorrow. Along the Kharkiv axis, the engagement of multiple mechanized brigades and a territorial defense formation around Volchansky Khutori and Zolochev shows continued suppression of border-adjacent groupings. Losses are modest in numbers compared to other sectors, but the effects are disproportionate because they limit Ukrainian freedom to assemble or probe.
Moving west, the capture of Podoli seems operationally significant. Why?
Podoli matters because geography and logistics matter. Taking control there tightens the ring around Kupiansk, which remains a critical logistics hinge. When mechanized, airborne, and National Guard units are defeated in that belt and ammunition depots are destroyed, you're not just winning a fight, you're reshaping the supply geometry. The destruction of a US-made 155mm howitzer in this sector also speaks to effective counter-battery and targeting. From doctrine, artillery denial around logistics nodes is one of the fastest ways to erode offensive potential without committing to costly urban assaults.
Turning south into Donetsk, what does improving the forward edge mean in practical terms?
It means taking ground that reduces risk. In dense urban industrial terrain, inches matter. By improving positions near Alekseyevo-Dushkovka, Konstantinovka, and Slavyansk, forces gain better cover, shorter supply lines, and improved coordination between infantry and fires. The defeat of multiple mechanized brigades and the loss of armored carriers, including Western-supplied platforms, indicate that Ukrainian attempts to hold or contest these zones are becoming increasingly costly. Destroying fuel and material warehouses compounds that effect by slowing rotation and resupply.
The center sector again shows the heaviest losses and high-value system kills. Is this still the main effort?
Yes, the central corridor remains decisive because it connects operational directions and enables depth maneuver. Inflicting losses across mechanized airborne assault, Marine infantry, National Guard units, and the Azov Brigade signals a deliberate focus on breaking cohesion. The destruction of counter-battery radar and artillery systems there is especially important. When you blind the enemy's fires, you give your infantry and armor freedom to operate with reduced risk. That's combined arms doctrine applied methodically.
What developments are shaping the East and Dnieper sectors?
In the east, advancing into defensive depth is about unhinging layered positions rather than racing forward. Losses in armored vehicles and personnel show that Ukrainian units are being forced to trade space for time, and time is not on their side when sustainment is under pressure.
And the Dnipro group of forces?
The Dnieper sector emphasizes denial and counter-ISR, damaging mechanized and territorial units while destroying electronic warfare stations limits situational awareness along riverine approaches. Even small actions there prevent the enemy from shifting effort or regaining initiative elsewhere.
Air and infrastructure strikes continue daily. How central is that effort now?
It's integral. Strikes on UAV production and storage sites, ammunition depots, and temporary deployment points across more than 100 locations are about regeneration denial. Shooting down hundreds of fixed-wing drones while intercepting guided munitions underscores how saturated the battle space has become. For ground forces, effective air defense and sustained pressure on UAV infrastructure directly translate into survivability and tempo. Control the air information domain, and you control the fight on the ground.
Colonel, thank you for providing such a detailed briefing on the current military situation. Your insights are invaluable to our understanding of the conflict's dynamics. And thank you to our listeners for tuning in. Join us next time as we continue to provide up-to-date coverage on global military affairs. Stay with us for more updates and expert analyses on global defense and security issues. Stay informed, stay secure.
Thank you for the opportunity. I want to emphasize that tactically, January 4 reflects disciplined combined arms execution focused on positional gains, counter-ISR, and sustainment interdiction. Infantry advances are tightly integrated with fires and air defense to minimize risk and maximize cumulative effect. Strategically, the continued emphasis on the central axis, paired with logistics denial around Kupiansk and Donetsk, suggests a campaign designed to exhaust Ukrainian operational capacity rather than force a single decisive clash. If sustained, this approach will further constrain Ukrainian maneuver and regeneration through early 2026, deepening the shift toward prolonged positional warfare shaped by logistics, information control, and endurance.
This has been Frontline Updates. Subscribe for daily military briefings and in-depth strategic analysis. Visit our platform for maps, transcripts, and exclusive frontline updates from commanders in theater.